Hi, theconnleyclan fam. So today is Jade's Q&A, and I think she's super excited to answer your questions, and we are going to answer all of them.
Yeah.
Also, there is a message for her from a special friend.
Ooh.
So Jade has not seen the comments yet, or any of the questions or anything, so she didn't even know there was a message from her friend. And we will get to that. I'm going to go in order of the questions. The first one is from Kelly Grant, and she says, "Hey to you all again. So good to see your faces. Jade, if you had a horse or a dog that was all yours, what would you name it?" What would you name it?
I would name, the dog, I would have a boy, because I just love boy dogs. Either Rex, Ranger, or Max.
Those are good names. So we do have a cat named Ranger.
And I picked his name, of course.
Actually, we had a viewer pick it.
Oh.
But we went through the names.
Oh, yeah, I picked Zuri. And if it was a female, I would name it Zuri. Let me think. Zuri, Sophie, and I don't know.
So we had viewers submit name ideas, and then we really liked Ranger, so we voted.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and Ranger. So that was Sharon Grant, I believe, who picked the name Ranger.
Oh.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
And a horse, Red, Rory, Flicka. I still love the name Flicka from the movie. Flair, Blair.
You have a lot of names you like.
I do.
She's obviously thought about this, guys.
I have.
Okay, it says, also, would you go to dog shows to train and do competitions?
Yes, I thought about it, but I just haven't.
And then, what breed of dog would you love if you got to pick your own?
Okay, my two favorite breeds of all times are a Husky and German Shepherd.
Oh, I knew you were going to say those two.
Or a Labrador Retriever. I love the black ones.
The black labs? I always used to love the chocolate labs were my favorite.
Those are adorable, but I love my first favorite black, and then chocolate, and then yellow.
And our neighbor here actually has a chocolate lab. His name is Kona?
Yeah, Kona.
Kona. And then it says, how many dogs would you have? Love your family so much, from Kelly from the UK. Thank you, Kelly, for all of the questions. And how many dogs would you have?
I don't know. I would not have 1,000 like you said.
I think she would have a lot.
I would not like our neighbor down there, okay? I would have as many as the state would have let me, though.
She's actually, when we did our business planning for homeschool, she did a...
dog boarding.
Yeah, Pampered Pets. Is that what you called it? Yeah, and so she did dog boarding.
In Tennessee, there was a place where we would drive by, and I didn't even know, named Pampered Pets.
And it was, yeah. Isn't that funny? Next one is Multi-K Swift. Do you like to read?
Yes, I like to read dog books.
Sometimes. She has to be in the mood for it, I feel like.
Yeah, well, I don't like any other book besides animal books.
Yeah, there has to be an animal in it.
Like Wish or W. Bruce Cameron or Dog Diaries. Not the little pretend ones, the story ones. Yeah,
well, and so the next question was, what's your favorite book or book series? And you like the, what did you see, E. Cameron?
W. Bruce Cameron, and
Bruce
then Dog Diaries.
So those are her two favorites. So anytime we go to like a library or she looks online, that's what she always looks for, those books.
Yeah.
And you do have quite a few of them.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Next one is Crystal Benny. She says, how are you doing in homeschool, and do you like where you live now?
Yes.
Well, go ahead.
Yes, I love the mountains, but homeschool... okay, right now we're not learning, but I want to, but then after I start learning, I'm going to hate it.
We're on break right now, which is normal. Most people take Christmas break. I will say we don't normally take Christmas break. We don't normally take much of any breaks at all, not even during the summer. We just find it easier to keep a regular schedule. But our internet is so bad here, which is another reason why we haven't been posting very often. The internet is so bad that it takes me like 3 days just to upload one video. And we get less than 1 megabyte per second download speed, which is pretty bad. And so we are having the big kids teach the little kids right now, because I am able to actually get on and print some worksheets. So we're doing that. And then we're just being creative with our learning right now too. But most people are on break. So you do like living here.
Yes. If you could see the view, you'd be amazed.
And then I will say that Jade is one of my tougher kids for homeschool because she just does not like learning conventionally, which we don't normally do that. But even unconventional learning, I feel like is tough for her. She needs to be able to be passionate about something and then go out and learn it because she wants to, which is fine. But I do also feel like there has to be some kind of a balance because I want her to learn real life skills too. Like business planning. Doing the business plan was really hard for her. Even though it's something that she'll probably do in the future, it still was really hard for her because her heart wasn't in it right then. So, and she has to be super passionate about it in the moment for her to really want to learn it. True? Is that true or not?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, next one is, I believe this one is from Denise. And she says, what are your hobbies? What's your biggest hobby?
Dog training and skateboarding.
Dog training for sure. There's not really a lot of places here to skateboard.
My skateboard is in storage, but I get to skateboard up here.
Yeah, well, on our back deck, it's huge. And it wraps around the whole house, so you could probably ride on there.
Yeah. But I love skateboarding, but I barely get to do it.
Yeah, that's true. We don't normally have regular driveways. Like even our Texas driveway, which is really super long and paved, it was really bumpy.
And cracked.
But you did ride it on there a little bit.
Yeah, I did.
And then, which sibling do you hang out with the most? Who do you think?
Either Lily, which she's really young, so it gets boring. And then when it gets boring, I watch movies with Emma. And I'm not the biggest movie person. So.
No, you're not. I feel like it depends. Like, she'll hang out with Lily for a while, and then she'll kind of get tired of doing that. So then she'll hang out with Izzy for a while, and
Izzy's
then she'll kind of get tired of that. You hang out with her a lot.
It depends on the time.
But Jade really, I feel like a lot of times likes to just be by herself.
I do. I eat alone.
With the animals, though.
I eat alone.
Yeah. She, well, not like dinner. She eats with us during dinner.
Right.
But, like, she'll go sit maybe, like, off on the couch or something like that.
Yeah, or like, in a little corner.
Yeah. She just really likes her being by herself. I don't know how else to explain it. She just enjoys being alone. But really being with the animals too, I feel like.
I'm not a very person. I mean,
people person.
Yeah, people person.
Yeah. Let's see. She says, my daughter was adopted at 11 and she came to live with us at 9. She started calling my husband Dad first, and about 6 months later she started calling me Mom. Which parent did you start with?
Which one? I had a hard time with Mom. I had a hard time with Mom.
She called us Mom and Dad immediately.
Yeah, but I had a hard time trusting Mom.
Yes. So when Jade was placed with us, she was only 3. But they did tell me that they thought that she would have a really hard time attaching to me because she just had a hard time with women. She did not have a hard time with men. She would have walked off with any man. And sometimes we really had to watch in public. And that is because when kids are little and they're in foster care, a lot of times they'll have what's called attachment disorder, which Jade had. And she does not necessarily have that anymore. She still has a little bit of trouble attaching if, like, somebody new were to come into her life. It would take her a while, I think, to attach.
Yeah.
But she does not necessarily have problems with it anymore, but when she was little, she did.
Yeah.
So she had a problem not attaching to Sean, but attaching to me. And they told us that would probably happen. And we went to therapy and we worked on that a lot. And eventually she attached to me, and now I feel like you're maybe more attached to me.
Yeah.
Although she's attached to both of us, I do feel like her attachment to me is a little stronger. Like, if she wants a hug, she will always come to Mom for the hug. And so I think building that attachment then, and it took a lot of time. And I'm going to be honest, it took a lot of work. Years.
Really?
It took years, I feel like, for us to really have a really strong bond.
Yeah.
Maybe she was 7 or 8.
Really?
I feel like, yeah. You don't feel like that? You felt like it was faster?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really remember.
Yeah, I felt like it took that long. And not that she didn't attach a little bit. Like, she would attach a little bit and then a little bit more, then a little bit more. And so she had an attachment. It just, I feel like the strong attachment took a lot of years to get to that point. And so if you're out there and that's happening, don't be discouraged, because I feel like as long as you're willing to work on it and really put in the effort, and it doesn't have to be like an exorbitant amount. We did what's called PCIT therapy, and we did the pride skills. And if you can find those pride skills, it's praise, reflect, imitate, describe, and enjoy. And you do those things in a 5-minute session of what we call special play. And that is where it's just you and that child, and you try to do those pride skills 10 times, all of them, 10 times within 5 minutes. And we actually have a video on it. I will link it in our description, because if you can do that, it's amazing what can happen. You can see a huge difference.
Yeah.
And then we used it with all the kids in our house, and we would just use them all throughout the whole day with them. And I felt like that made a really big difference in our home and with our kids.
Wait, hold on. Mom told me when I was upset one time, teenagers need more hugs than little kids.
Yeah, I feel like they do. Teenagers, I feel like, need a lot more love, like active love, than even little kids.
Because the little kids think they need it more.
And I like, we give all of our kids hugs and kisses, and, if Christian falls, the first thing he does is he, runs over to us and needs a hug and a kiss. But I feel like teenagers don't want to say it.
Right.
Because, oh my gosh, you can't say that to your parents, but they really need it the most.
Because, I don't think Mom and Dad are that cool.
Right. And we're not supposed to be cool right now, but just wait. You'll think we're cool later.
You don't want to hear Mom singing.
Rude. Oh my gosh. I do love to do that to her. I like to sing to her because it bothers her so much. I think it's funny. She thinks it's funny too.
Like the Buttermilk Biscuit song.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was from when I was a kid. Penny Coer, I think that's how you pronounce it maybe. Do you like the mountain weather or the Texas weather? And then what's your favorite animal? So which weather do you like better?
Texas.
Texas?
I miss Texas.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I will always be a Texan somehow.
Really?
Uh-huh.
That's okay to think that. Uh-huh. And maybe she'll move back to Texas one day. You can move next door to our friends Laser and Esther then.
Oh, it's gonna make me cry.
Oh, do you miss them? Oh.
Yeah.
We still talk to our friends in Texas. We became really good friends with them.
Always has the same person as me.
I know he does. We couldn't figure out why they had such a connection. And then we posted for her birthday, and Esther messaged me and she said, "Well, no wonder they're so close." And they had the same exact birthday and I didn't even know it.
Yeah.
So obviously we miss you guys a lot, and I know that they watch our videos, so we miss you. Next, what's your favorite animal?
A wolf or a dog.
A wolf or a dog. I was gonna say dog. So hopefully I say this right. I think it's Nona Star. It says, "Hi Jade, you and Logan look very much alike. You're growing up. How do you handle being the older biological sibling?" Now, I am taking this 2 ways, and I'm not sure which way you mean it, but I think I know. So first, I wanted to say that a lot of times people think that Jade is mine and Sean's biological child, and she is not. So, but she does, like, she has Sean's blue eyes, and she has, like, almost the exact same hair as me. And so I could see where people would be confused. But Jade is actually adopted. Yeah. So you're adopted, and you say that Logan looks a lot like her, and that's because they are biological siblings, but half. So in Jade's group, all of them are half siblings. The only ones that we're questioning are maybe Gavin and Christian, just because we don't know who their dads are, but they are so much alike. and I feel like they look a little bit alike as well.
Yeah.
So, but okay, let's just say that they mean, how do you handle being the older biological sibling of your group? How do you handle that?
I get into lots of fights with them.
Yes, you do. I feel like she's very similar to Christian. And so she's really good at watching Christian, I feel like.
Yeah.
Now, sometimes you forget you're watching him and you wander off.
Okay.
But as far as like playing with him and stuff,
Yeah.
she's really good at playing.
Okay, so a couple times, he was outside on the deck, okay, and I'm watching him, and then I see Harley over there. I'm like, hi, bud, and then I go walk him.
That's called ADHD, and she loses focus. All right, Susan, Jade, what is your favorite state that you've lived in? Okay, so we've had 3 states. We have lived in Nebraska, which is home for us. We have lived.
Arizona.
Oh, we did stay in Arizona for a little bit. You're right. We were testing it out at one point to see if we wanted to move there.
Yeah.
So okay, so we can count Arizona, Texas, and then now. Well, we've lived in Tennessee, I guess, for just a short time, and now North Carolina. So Texas? I knew she'd say that. She just absolutely loves Texas.
I do.
And don't get me wrong, I think you like Nebraska and here too.
Yeah, I do.
But yes, Texas is her favorite. Let's see. Then it says, you look like you're growing since it's been a while since we've seen you. I'll let you in on a little secret. You're my favorite from the Conley clan. Love and prayers, Susan from Pennsylvania. That was nice of her.
Yeah.
Thank you, Susan.
Thank you.
Next is Linda McKinn. Hi, Jade. I know you're an animal lover. Do you see yourself in the future working with animals?
I do. I want to be either a vet or a dog trainer.
Yep. So she says, if so, would it be as a trainer or maybe working in an animal shelter? And
Actually, I want to volunteer at an animal shelter. I want that to be my first, I guess, job or something.
the kids have asked me about volunteering, and we found one when we were on the Tennessee side, and we had thought about doing that like as part of our homeschooling, like volunteering.
Yeah.
And now we're here, and the animal shelter here I think needs a lot of help. I can't get them to call me back, but sometimes you have to be a certain age. So like in Tennessee, they said as long as a parent came with them, the kids could help volunteer.
Yeah.
But if they wanted to be there by themselves, they had to be at least 16.
Yeah.
Now here, I haven't been able to talk to them, so I am not sure if there's an age limit. I just know that on their website it says they need a lot of help. So we will be checking into that because I think volunteering would be good for the kids, and I also think that working with the animals would be good for them. Most of them, the majority of the kids love animals. So we'd probably do from like Isabella up, I would think.
Yeah, and Dad's worry is we're going to bring a couple animals home.
Yeah. I said, I think we're going to let the kids volunteer at the animal shelter. He said, oh no. Which is funny because he knows us. But I will say that at this point, I am like really done having animals. Not completely. Just I feel like we should just cap ourselves off. I really, really, really wanted another small dog. I really miss Miko. I had Miko for 12. I've had him for 12 years. And he was like my dog. He sat on my lap every night, and he followed me everywhere I went. So if you wanted to know where I was, all you had to do was listen for Miko's collar, because that's where I would be.
He had the little, he had a collar and the little tags.
Yeah. And then I think there was even like, maybe there used to be a bell on it when he was younger, and then it was just the 2 tags then, I think.
Yeah, and those tags were loud.
Yeah, so the kids would always say, we know where you are, all we have to do is listen for Miko. Miko's collar. So I really miss him, but I feel like everything's so overwhelming that right now I just don't feel like, even the kids were like, can we get like a hamster or a guinea pig I'm like, no. Jade wants a snake. I'm like, no. Like,
Mom says no, and I don't know why. She's scared of snakes, I think.
I don't really love snakes. I don't mind guinea pigs. It's just that I feel like I'm just done with animals right now.
She doesn't want a hamster, especially.
Oh gosh, we have a really bad story with a hamster. I'll tell you guys that later. Oh, okay, Sharon Grant. Hi, Raya. Now, Sharon is the one I think that sent me the name for Ranger.
Okay.
Hi, Raya and Jade. As you know, I live in South Africa, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Tell me, Jade, what is your favorite wild animal that you would love to see on an African safari?
A lion.
Ooh.
Or a cheetah. Or a cougar.
and-
Wait. I love cougars.
You're like, I want to see. Oh, this.
I love the big cats. Big cats are fascinating.
They are kind of cool. I would love to see either an elephant or a giraffe. I think those are super cool.
Those are boring. Like, you can't even pet them.
Well, you can pet it. You can ride an elephant.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wouldn't it be cool to ride an elephant?
Wait, they're not very fast.
No, they're not. But I don't know if I'd want it to be fast.
I would.
I would be like, oh my god! Can you imagine? Oh my gosh, that'd be funny. Okay, so the question is, for me too, yeah. So elephant and a giraffe, and then it says, "Keep smiling, beautiful ladies," and thank you, Sharon. And I love reading your comments. I know you are one of our commenters that comment all the time. We have actually a lot of people that like to comment all the time, and I just absolutely love talking to you guys in the comment section. So thank you very much for always writing in, even though I know that she found her special.
I did.
She found her special comment.
I knew who it was.
So thank you very much for commenting and writing in. It has taken me a while sometimes to answer comments. That is just because we are so overly busy. But I do still try to answer them, even if it takes me a while.
I know that email or whatever.
Next one is, I think it's Mary McLeod. Hi, Jade. Do you miss the farm in Texas? You were so involved with all the animals.
Yes.
And yes, she very much misses Texas. Next is her special friend. So we're going to give a shout out to Lila and her mom, Amanda. Mm-hmm. So this was Jay's best friend when we lived back in Omaha.
And then the friend grew like really big.
Yes, but they would still play. Even when we were homeschooling, they still went up because she lived one direction from the school but not too far. Yeah. We lived the other direction from the school but not too far. And so a lot of times they would just go meet at the school and play. Mm-hmm. Or you would go over to her house. Yeah. Jade liked going over to her house because there wasn't 10 other siblings there.
Mm-hmm. Trying to be like, hi, what's your name? Hi, what's your favorite color? Nice pants. Like, what?
Yeah, right? It says, hi, Jade. We miss you and your sweet smile. Lila says hi and Merry Christmas. What did you ask for Christmas this year? What are the things you really want the most?
A pocket knife.
A pocket knife? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
And the dog training set.
And the dog training set. Mm-hmm. I saw that. And what's the other thing that you kept saying? Oh, I really hope I get this.
Did I do anything or what?
The pouch?
Yeah, that.
Oh, is that what you're talking about? And so it's like a pouch. She's had a couple, but she uses them so much that they had to get thrown away because they were so worn out. Mm-hmm. I think you've had 2 of them that we had to throw away.
Yeah, one of them Brianna broke, and the one of them I had for so long. Yeah, it smelled so bad also.
So you know that if she gets that as a gift, that she definitely uses that. Mm-hmm. Next is Misha Hayes. Jade, have you ever had any interest in sports?
Yes.
She does have a lot of interest in sports. What?
My 2 favorites, I really want to do softball and then soccer.
Softball and soccer, yes. And it says, so which ones? Would you rather be on a team like soccer or play tennis or swimming as an individual sport?
A team.
Which is funny to me because she loves to be by herself, but when you talk about sports, she'd rather be on a team than individual, which is the opposite of what you would think.
Yeah.
But now, so it says, now that you have experience living near the beaches and the mountains, do you prefer going to the ocean or do you prefer the mountains?
I love hiking, but I also love the ocean, so hiking.
Hiking? Mm-hmm. I think because hiking is more active, and Jay loves to be active.
And I can barely swim.
You're not bad, though. Those waves would come in so hard. Yeah. I felt like you guys did such a good job.
True. Mm-hmm.
But swimming in the ocean, I feel like, is completely different
it burns your eyes.
Swimming in a swimming pool. Mm-hmm. Like, it's totally different. Mm-hmm. So, and I think it's so cool that the kids have been able to experience both of them, the mountains and the oceans. I feel like not many people get to do that. And then it says, what is your favorite subject you are learning about currently? Jade hates all school. But what are you learning about that you're enjoying?
I don't know.
Like before break, let's say.
Let me think. What were we learning again?
Well, we did the business plan.
Oh, yeah.
We did the budgeting. But is there anything you were doing in, like, your interests?
Yeah, dog anatomy.
Dog anatomy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. She had been asking me to do dog anatomy, so we were trying to find a balance on that.
Yeah.
Do you still want to be an animal trainer as a career, or has it evolved into something else? That's a great question. So we kind of answered that a little bit.
I want to, if I can't be a dog trainer, I'll be a vet. But I don't know how I'm going to be a vet because I can barely handle when Harley has this teensy scratch.
Yeah. So, and I felt like you did really good. Harley, we had him fixed, and his incision, they had just glued it, they put a cone on him, but he was able to somehow still get to that. We even tried like wrapping him in an old t-shirt, and he still got to it and licked the glue off. And so he had this, it was about this big, and it was so deep. Because the incision came open. So they called us in medicine, so we gave him medicine so that way it wouldn't get infected.
He does have a scar, but it's healed.
I think it will go away.
Yeah,
it's like a discoloration on his skin still. But the incision itself, it took, I don't know, 2 weeks maybe, which really isn't that bad for as deep as it was. But it has completely healed. I felt like Jade did such a good job. She helped take care of it, helped with Neosporin, help keep an eye on it.
Oh, the Neosporin, I had to touch it.
Yeah. So she does want to be a vet, but there are certain things, and maybe like as you get older, I think you wouldn't be as squeamish.
Right.
Because I think I would have been squeamish too as a younger kid, but I'm not really now. Karina Grennan, do you have a favorite music you listen to?
Yes.
What's your favorite song?
I have two.
Okay, what are the two?
Dancing in the Dark by Rihanna from Home, the movie, and Meant to Be by something Rexia or something like that.
What's the song that you always tell me you want me to listen to? And it's by a Christian musician?
My Jesus?
Yes.
Yes, and then that's my favorite Christian song.
Yes. She always like, Mom, you have to listen to this song. You have to listen. And then when we're like all listening to music as a family, she always wants to play that one too. Then it says, what is your favorite thing about being in a big family? Your favorite thing, not your least favorite thing.
Let me think. What do you think it would be?
I feel like because there's always somebody to like hang out with if you want to. So she could go from person to person to person and hang out. Yeah. Because I feel like Jade, she gets annoyed easily.
Like one moment I'll be like, hi, and then go away.
So I feel like she has a lot of people to choose from. Yeah, when you want to hang out with people. Yeah. Yeah. And then maybe this is a bad question, but is there a least favorite thing? And that's not a bad question. That is just part of being in a big family. What's your least favorite thing about being in a big family?
When you do something, they all have to do it.
So copying.
Or like when you get something, everyone has to have it.
Didn't you know that copying is the biggest form of flattery?
It's annoying. like Christian, now Charlie taught him copying. Hi. My name is Jade. My name is Jade. What?
I will say one of the things about Logan right now. So Logan really does not talk much at all. He's like, I don't know, he's going to be 20 months here really soon. And he only says like, I don't even know, 5 words, which is worrisome. But Christian was very similar. And then right when Christian turned 2, all of a sudden he started talking. So we're hoping that happens with Logan.
But his favorite word?
His favorite thing to say is either mom, 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 or
G.
Yeah. And he will say it over and over and over and over all day long. And Jade's like, oh my gosh, would you be quiet? So sometimes having little siblings can be annoying.
It is sometimes. But sometimes it's fun.
Yes, it is. It is because she does have a lot of fun with the little kids. What is your favorite way to spend your free time? FYI, I love the view. So she loves our view. What's your favorite way to spend your free time?
With the dogs.
Yes. She's
Or the
always
cats.
with the animals.
Actually, I'm training Ranger.
She is training Ranger.
He
You're
will
right.
no bang bang. He will.
She's trying to train him to do all kinds of things. We'll show you in an upcoming video, but
He knows sit.
yes, she's trained him to sit, and it is so cute.
I'll go like this and he'll put his butt down.
Yep, he does. It's funny.
And next I'll go like that and he'll lay down.
A lot of times people think that you can't train cats, and you actually can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Barefoot Goddess, what's your favorite meal, and do you like to cook? What's your favorite thing to eat?
Like for dinner or lunch?
Let's do dinner.
How about we do all?
Okay, go ahead.
Dinner, I actually used to hate dirty rice, but now I love it.
Do you like the homemade or the box?
The homemade is better, but I like the box.
And then lunch.
Lunch, corn dogs.
Corn dogs? That's what she had for her birthday lunch, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Or
breakfast.
the kebabs. The kebabs.
Oh, the kebab sticks. We do fruit, meat, and cheese.
Yeah, and I picked that for my birthday one year. Now it's just a thing.
It is, actually, yeah. And then how about breakfast?
Pancakes.
Ooh, pancakes. I thought you'd say Pop-Tarts.
I like them toasted or frozen.
Toasted Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, or I love them frozen though.
Oh, frozen Pop-Tarts. There are some you can put in the freezer. Yeah. Well, you can put them all in the freezer.
Yeah, but we freeze them in the freezer like all night, and then they're so good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. Some of them are actually made to be frozen. I think there's like a ice cream sundae or something like that they have, or I don't know. There's all kinds of flavors. We usually just get whatever Aldi has.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing to do with mom and dad when you're able to have one-on-one time? So what do you like to do when we get to have time together?
Usually I don't know, because when it's basically whenever it's one-on-one time, it's just going to the store and
That is true.
or doing the birds.
A lot of times getting one-on-one time is just taking a kid with us when we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
But I would say, like, sometimes we'll sit down and like watch TV, and maybe there's 3 kids or whatever,
Yeah.
because some of the movies we'll watch with the older kids that the younger kids can't watch.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I feel like we'll sit down at the table and there's only a few of us, and maybe we'll color.
Yeah.
Or
Or like the Candyland game when I was little.
Yeah.
Mom said I cheated. I didn't.
She just won too many times. If you could play any board game with the family, what game would it be now? Not Candyland now.
I don't know.
We don't really do a lot of board games.
I love the hippo game. I don't know why. The one where you go like that and then you try to get them all in.
Yeah. Gosh, I had that when I was a kid. And
It's hilarious.
you guys that were playing, were you playing the Jenga with them?
No.
No?
I like Jenga, yeah.
The kids were playing a lot of Jenga.
Jenga's not my favorite.
Doing puzzles.
Oh, I love puzzles. It's
Yeah.
just, I will do them in my own time.
Yeah. It takes her a while. She loses focus. But that's okay. That's what's great about a puzzle. You
Yeah.
can just let it sit there forever if you want to. Although it's hard here because
Yeah.
the little kids like to get into everything.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh gosh, okay. Last question. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Do-do-do-do. This is from Sandra Lugo. She says, "Hi, Jade. What do you love best about being part of a large family?" Oh, and we have already answered that one.
Well, having siblings, to go to, but like I can also sharing a room.
I feel like you're 50-50 on the sharing the room.
Yeah, it depends on who I'm sharing it with.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like right now, I'm fine with it, but it's not the best.
That's because you like your alone time. Usually, we used to let Jade have her own room, and
I hated it somehow.
yeah, she did. She actually hated it. She wanted to share. She would beg me, "Mom, please, can I share?" I'm like, no, I just felt like Jade really needed to have her own room. And now she does share with 2 other girls, and it's not that bad.
Right.
They all have their own space. The room is really big, I feel
Yeah.
like, for 3 girls. And so they have their own space. There's usually not anybody in there.
Right.
You guys are all off doing your own things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I usually have quiet time, which
Yeah.
we all do.
All right. Well, if you guys had a question and you didn't get it submitted yet for this video in time, comment down below and we can always have her answer questions in an upcoming video. But that is it for now. So we will see you guys later.
Bye.